Hello, Nuggets. In this short video, I'm going to give you some tips and hints on how to move around your images and your text boxes when you're making your glossary entries. I'm also going to show you how to make the most of your page. The best thing that you can do to make sure you have lots of space is to go to your page layout. Under page layout, you can change your page to landscape, which puts the page horizontally, which is what I've done here. Or you can switch it back and keep it on the standard portrait. I'm going to keep mine in landscape for now. Please note that if you fill your text and put your images and you change this later, it will mess up your design. You'll have to fix it. The next thing that you should do when you're creating a glossary entry is go up to margins, and you can see I use this setting frequently, but for most of you, you're going to need to set a new custom margin. So we scroll down and click custom margins, and you'll see top, left, bottom, and right. Your numbers will look different than mine, and you just simply type in 0.5 in each one of these spots. Notice you can also actually change your orientation right here too. Always make sure that it says whole document and click OK. And this keeps you with the maximum space with a 0.5-inch margin. All right, now, when I click on an image here, you see I can move it pretty much anywhere I want to. But that won't happen when you initially put an image into your file. So let me show you how to make it so that your images move around easily. All right, let's say I wanted to get rid of an image. I right click, I can cut it, or I can just click on it and delete it. And I pull up Google, and let's say I don't want to search for glossary, I want to search for blues music. Since both of my examples are about the blues. So I pull it up, find all different kinds of things. This guy looks pretty cool. So I'm going to click on him. And to copy and paste, remember you right click and you want to select copy image. So I'm going to copy image and then go back to my Word, and then I will right click and I will put paste. Now you can see this is not where I want it to be. This looks awful, but I can't move it. What's going on? Ah! Don't freak out. Just right click. And you want to look for this little icon that has text behind it and a little puppy. You're going to change the text wrapping. This is what will allow you to move your picture anywhere you want. The one that makes it easiest to work with is either behind text or in front of text. I never want to cover up my words, so I always use behind text. Okay. Now, this still looks like garbage, so what can I do to fix it? I can slide it down, but it's still cutting off my stuff. I can adjust my size in a couple different ways. All right. I can go to size and position, all right, which will allow me to mess with stuff here. That's a little difficult unless you really know what you're doing. Another way, all right, is to format the picture. This is a little bit easier to understand. I can also add effects like a line, and I can make that color, oh, let's make it blue, yeah, and cool. I can change the weight of the line, and this will happen as you go, so you can see your nice changes. Now, this is still too big. All right, the easiest way, bar none, to resize your picture is to grab one corner and slide it. This will keep your image from distorting. All right, so all you do is grab a corner, see how the two little arrows appear, and make it your desired size. All right, now that I've shown you how to move around a picture, text boxes are basically the same thing. Okay, so let's say I don't like this text box anymore. Let's get rid of it. Okay, in order to make a text box, right, in your top toolbar, you go to Insert, all right, and you want to go to Text Box. And under Text Box, you have lots of different options that you can pick from. You can see the technique I chose was braces, but there are all different types of ones that you can choose from. Just make sure whatever you choose that it's legible and it looks like what you want it to look like. P.S. You can also use this for your definition at the top of the page to give it a nice polished look. So I'm going to maybe, let's change this to a mod quote. That looks pretty cool. All right, now, all right, I don't like what that's doing. See how it messed up my text? So I want to, again, I want to fix the text wrapping. So I right click, go to wrap text, and I want to put behind text. All right, adjust my size. I can change the shape a little bit if I want to, and I can mess around with it a little bit. And then when I have it looking the right size and the right shape, I can start typing my example. Okay, right here, like so. All right, there are some cool font features that you can play with that some of you may or may not be aware of. One is this little button right here. This is a great way to mess with your text and change things around. Just be careful that you choose something that is legible and easy to read. For example, this one's a little bit busy, right? You can also do outlines, shadows, reflections. You can make things glow, all right? But whatever you choose, all right, make sure that it's easy for your readers to read. Another tip, your font size and shape, right? Remember your fonts are all up here and your sizes are here. But Word has this feature where it will roll over most of the time. And if you click and highlight something, the shortcut box will pop up. This is also a way to quickly change the size up and down and make changes as needed. Okay, it's also the fastest way to highlight your alliteration or whatever example term you're trying to show. So, like, for example, let's say I were doing rhyme instead of alliteration, and I wanted to mark the words that rhyme. Well, I have snap and tap and beat and feet. All right, so I would maybe highlight beat with my cursor. And then I have lots of different options. I can highlight it. I could choose to change the text to another color. Let's make it purple. Okay. And then I would do that for the corresponding match. Okay. And highlight or underline as necessary. So that's basically all there is to it. Don't forget, when you save your work, as you complete it, I strongly advise you to back it up in not one, but two different locations. Save it to two different places because you never know what will happen or what will go wrong with the website. So don't forget to use Google Drive, Dropbox, School Fusion, and worst case scenario, emailing it to yourself, or if you have a flash drive, you can use that too. All right, good luck and happy poetry terms. Enjoy.